rethink the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Great. Go Silver, ready? Trimmer.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Great.
Up the middle with Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a 1st down.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Great. Set. Hey, 73. 73.
Throwing is Hurts. From left side, complete. That's Brown. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nope. No touch.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Eagles, first down. First down and goal to go.
Barkley. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, ETN once more. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A gain of 5.
Lawrence.
And the Jaguar first down.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
Travis Etienne, 65 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll try the right side here. Berkeley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, tomato.
Here's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
No touch.
They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. Stiff-armed him. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No luck going for 2 last time, so they'll just kick the extra point here. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive. They got him in the end zone. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
38-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now back to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Hey.
On the counter, ETN. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it, here's ETN. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
At the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff to Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Dallas Goedert. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from the other end time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, run!
They'll look to ETN to start things out. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all of those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
The 33-yard line.
Now they try the right side here.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
At the 32-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Very good. Delta.
Up the middle with Barkley. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Trimmer.
Barkley inside handoff. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Now 1st and goal.
Eagles first down. First down and goal to go.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. And Lawrence now going to move him around. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Lawrence. Gets this to Myers. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here comes 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more...
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You can't stop this.
Oh, the winter chill, it is sweeping through upstate New York here in late December. But we've got football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And, boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to. start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Cook up the gut. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Cook has it left side. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now a 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Goff looking to change the play. 2nd and 9 now. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 42 yards. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills nothing.
That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
They find some open field here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, they'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's across midfield and down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Regular. Look out.
They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st down.
They'll run with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
Now Allen.
At the Lions.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Goff going to shift him around. Back to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Got to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ric Flair.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Goff now looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Third and 3. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
For a Bills 1st down.
Allen to throw once more. That's taken in by Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to Palmer. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down.
And the Bills.
Allen going to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen completes it to Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Jack Campbell.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is Cook with the grab. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Now Allen again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, 55 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his loss. Touchdown run.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Open man is Palmer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second.
And again, it's Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Prater's kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Raiders set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Like 20! Ric Flair!
The final shot before break here. Goff. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Like 20! Hey, Cal!
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. 2nd and 9 now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 20! Touchdown, Detroit! 40 yards for David the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Alert!
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He finds his man. Complete. That's Palmer.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw again.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
from midfield. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills.
To throw, it's Allen.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Right back to Cook for another completion.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Bills.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Allen to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
2nd down and 4.
Complete to Keon Coleman. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Keon Coleman
from 4 yards out.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Hold on. Check. Line 20.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
120.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, Todd. 4 down.
After the interception, here's Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bills, 1st down.
Allen going to throw. There again is Cooks, complete. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 34-yard
to the air. Allen looking on the outright. He finds Shakir.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bills.
Throwing now is Allen. And Cook has it left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen again. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd and
Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And goal.
Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Allen will try to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Open man right side of St. Brown.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Brings up 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
The give, right side for Gibbs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bills' 33-yard line.
Now Goff looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here. Gets this to Vssr, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 14 yards. And the Lions have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold it to a field goal. Now they need to pull up a lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick. And we've seen nowadays, those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention, they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. From the 24 now, here's second down and 2.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
And again, it's Allen. And oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the